Hi everybody. Well, it is a brand new week and this is a very short week. And so we are going to enjoy our time together tomorrow and today, and then we're going to go on break for the rest of the week. So I hope that you guys are getting excited about your upcoming time off, and that you are going to have a great day at Just Lead, and then tomorrow's our field trip. So it's going to go by so fast because we're going to have so much fun. I thought today I would take you on a little tour of my house. Would you like that if I took you on a little tour of my house? All right, well, here we go. I'm going to walk you around because I decorated for Christmas over the weekend, and I thought I might show you a few things. Okay, because Christmas is probably one of my absolute favorite times of year, and I love to decorate for it. So here you go. So I got my little Christmas tree. This is my little one, my little baby one. And then I got me some snowman. I got me some snowmen on the wall. See, look, this right here says Merry Christmas on my door. And then I got another snowman right here. Turn on the light so you can see it. See my little snowman right there? And then I got my table's not done yet, but I do have a pretty table that I'm starting. Oh, you know what? I think I'll save the Christmas tree for last because that's the grand finale. I got me a little village up here. Let me turn on the light so you can see it. This is my little village right here. See my village? This is cute because it lights up right here. This little thing right here, it lights up. It's real cute. And then, let's see. Now, I want to get us some more stockings because my stockings, they broke in the wash machine. But here is my fireplace. See, I have stockings for my doggies, and then I have stockings for me and my husband, but I need some better stockings. And then this all up here lights up. It's real pretty. All right, are you ready for the grand finale? You ready for my big Christmas tree? This is my big Christmas tree here in my living room. Ooh, isn't she pretty? I'm going to turn it. There we go. I actually have had this tree for several years now. I had this tree the very first year that I lived in Knoxville, and that was about 8 years ago. So this tree and those ornaments have been with me for 8 years now. How about that? Isn't that cool? Do you decorate at your house for Christmas? Do you do Christmas cookies or anything? Well, this year it's just that time where we all start doing things like that. Listening to Christmas music. I love listening to Christmas music. It's one of my favorite things. And then it's a big time of year where we get to celebrate the holiday with our family. And it's such a fun thing. And all year long, we wait for it. And it's hard to have patience, right? What is patience? Yeah, it's one of our fruits of the Spirit. Patience is when you have to wait on something, but you do it with a willing heart. You're not sitting there going, I hate this. I hate waiting. I just wish I was doing something else, or I just wish this holiday never even came because it makes me so mad. I have to wait on it for so long. That's not a willing heart. A willing heart accepts that you have to wait and does it with and waits with kindness and goodness and all those other fruits of the Spirit. That's having patience. Well, today I want to finish reading to you this story of Daniel. I told you this is one of my favorite parts. Daniel had to be patient too. He had to be patient throughout all of the bad things that were happening to him for God to do what God needed to do with him. So let's finish the story so that you can see how Daniel really had to trust God. So now remember, we don't have King Nebuchadnezzar anymore that captured him. Now it's another king, and his name is King Darius. King Darius liked Daniel and made him a leader. Other leaders were jealous. They made a plan to get rid of Daniel. Remember, Daniel got a place in the royal court. Well, these other men don't like it. They're jealous. The jealous leaders said that whoever prayed to God should be given to the lions and thrown, and they threw Daniel in the lion's den. Okay, so let me give you a little extra information here. So these guys that were jealous went to the king and said, "Hey, king, why don't you make a law where everybody only can worship you? So if we catch anybody worshiping anybody else, then they have to be punished." Maybe the lion's den, we think. Well, so these men knew. They had already been spying on Daniel and found him praying to God every single day. So they knew it. So they knew this was going to get him in trouble. Well, the king thought, well, that's not a bad idea. I like to be worshipped. Sure, make that a law. Well, then they tricked Daniel because they went and found him, and they came back to the king and said, "Oh, king, we found someone that was praying to God. Wasn't praying to you. So you know what that means. He's got to go in the lion's den." And that's really what the law said. But the king, he didn't like that. The king really did like Daniel. Well, so it made him, the day that Daniel was thrown in the lion's den, he couldn't eat, he couldn't sleep. He was so worried about what would happen to Daniel. Well, do you want to find out what happened to Daniel? Okay, here it is. Daniel kept his faith in God. He prayed for God to keep him safe, and God did by closing the lions' mouths. So if you've never seen a lion is huge with really, really, really sharp teeth. So if you go down in a lion's den, you're going to be eaten, and it is not going to feel good. Not going to feel good at all. And lions are strong as well, a whole lot stronger than we are. Imagine if you've ever seen a great big dog. These things are way bigger, way, way bigger. But God kept Daniel safe by closing the mouth of the lions. So Daniel spent an entire night with these lions, and they never harmed him. God kept him safe. Well, the king, he got up the next day after Daniel had spent all night in the lion's den, and he came running to the lion's den. And the next day, King Darius was happy that God kept Daniel safe, and he made a rule for people to respect God. So King Darius says, "Oh, Daniel, I'm so glad that you were okay. I was so worried about you. I'm so sorry I made that law. I'm so sorry it got you in trouble." And then he decided, if anybody wanted to worship God from then on, yeah, you can. And so God kept Daniel safe again. Now that took a lot of patience from Daniel, because Daniel didn't know what was going to happen to him. Remember, he was captured first. Then they changed his name. Well, then God blessed him by giving him a spot in the royal court. But then he was thrown in the lion's den. It's like Daniel just couldn't catch a break. If you were Daniel, wouldn't you be wanting to give up at that point on that way to the lion's den? Wouldn't you just be wanting to be like, you know what? I had it. God, you're not keeping me safe. You're not doing anything for me. What are we doing here? You know, it would be a tempting feeling. But Daniel did not give up. Daniel prayed to God. He kept his eyes on God, and he came out of it safe, unharmed, and he had a friend in the king. So guys, we have to be patient too. You know, when we get impatient, we're tempted to say things that aren't nice, and we make others feel bad. And then the Bible says that God gives us the power to be patient with others in the same way that he's patient with us. Did you know that God's patient with us? Oh, every day. Because what do we do every day? We sin. We make bad choices. But God continues to love us no matter what. Now, looking back at what we've read in Daniel, we can see a good example of patience. And so we want to be like Daniel. And the Bible tells us that God can give us the power to be patient like Daniel. So when you're praying, when you're thinking about how your week is going, always pray for patience, because sometimes things don't go our way, do they? But God will take care of us through it all. Always pray for patience. Okay, guys, keep that on your mind. Let's do our memory verse, and then give you time to do your thankfulness activity with your teacher, and then the day will be yours. All right, here we go. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Set an example for the believers in what you say and in how you live. 1 Timothy 4, verse 12. All right, let's try it one more time. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. Set an example for the believers in what you say and in how you live. 1 Timothy 4, verse 12. All right, very good. Now, I forgot this song. I do want us to do this song, and then you can do your thankfulness activity. All right, you guys ready? Remember, what a mighty God we serve. Okay? What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. Angels bow before him. Heaven and earth adore him. What a mighty God we serve. Do loving. What a loving God we serve. What a loving God we serve. Angels bow before him. Heaven and earth adore him. What a loving God we serve. Very good, guys. All right, we're going to end there. Remember that I love you, we love you, and God loves you. Enjoy the rest of your week.